All right.
Man, yeah, you were playing a real dangerous game last week, weren't you, Alex? If I recall, you know, your track record of making sure the OBS audio is good to go is not quite perfect. So hold on. Breaking news, I'm getting a call. He's actually relevant to this conversation. So let me call him back. Yeah, so your track record on that is very is slim. So it was quite a risk.
Hey, I'm in brief calm before between two storms. What's up? You called?
I called to like bitch you out, but I don't want to do that when you're so exasperated in the middle of your workday.
About what? What'd I do?
The Gingy, there's a great philosopher once said, "Get on the fucking mic. Get on the mic. Get on it. Stay on it." I'm told Alex was a
Sure we
little too
fixed it.
Alex was a little too nice to tell you what you needed to hear, and what you need to hear is get on the fucking mic.
All right.
See, he knows the problem. He knows it's a
He
problem.
knows what he's doing. He
He
knows
didn't
he's
even
not on the
defend
mic. You get on
himself.
the
He's just like,
fucking
all
mic.
right. He knows it's a fucking problem.
The issue with it, honestly, was the voice input sensitivity.
Yeah.
It was turned down low.
Well, fix it. Fix that shit.
Yeah,
And get
he
on
turned
the
it
mic.
up, and then all of a sudden it's like, wow, I can actually hear
You're
you.
not talking right now.
Yeah, I mean, right now you sound fine through your telephone.
Are you recording?
Yes, we're recording the next episode of Detour Ahead right now.
Oh, hello. But yeah, I'm gonna work for another 5 hours.
No, well, have fun with that.
Yeah, we'll do. Y'all have a good one.
You too. Bye. I think Crow Royalty's upset that they've lost the game.
He's in general right now.
I know. I invited them and I said you have 2 minutes to respond, and they didn't respond. So I said you lose. And now I guess they don't like that they've lost.
Are you not gonna bring him in here?
I don't think we should. I made my terms very clear.
Okay, that's fine. I completely agree. Besides, he can't get in here without the roll, and I can't give the roll without. Can I? Hold on. Can I do the roll from here?
I'll be nice. I'll give them.
No. Do you want to be nice? Do you want to let him in?
Yes, I do.
Your terms were very clear. Do you want to be the man who goes back on their word?
I will show.
Do you want to be untrustworthy?
I'm not untrustworthy. I'm more showing mercy to a feeble, disabled shell of a person such as Crow Royalty. Just I feel bad for their very existence.
You're showing mercy
and
power. You're got it. Mercy and pity is better. I like that.
Let's show Crow Royalty some pity, folks. Well.
Look who decided to show up.
Look who decided to fucking hop in. Look what the cat dragged in.
Had you messaged me like any sooner, I would have more than 5 fucking minutes.
Yeah, but
wait, you only have 5 minutes right now?
I only have 5 minutes. I can't stay for very long unless y'all are still
Should
doing.
have said that. I would have just not drug you in the first place. I don't want to have a fucking 5-minute call with you. I thought you were ready to fucking start.
No, okay. First off, you said I had 2 fucking minutes to respond, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just run this. And I called you initially when I had like 30, so that we could watch some shit. That's not my fault.
No royalty, folks. Gotta love them.
Did you kick them out?
Yes.
So much for pity and mercy. Just ruthlessness over here.
I ran out of mercy real quick.
I was about to make a reference, but you wouldn't have gotten it because you didn't listen to the fucking musical like I told you to.
I did not listen to that cool musical you and Gingy talked about last week. I did not.
Oh, it's so good. Riely, it's so welcome to the show, everybody. I'm gonna get into this in a minute. Welcome to Detour Ahead. I'm Alex. That's Riely.
Hi.
He's back. Did you find a new dad on Grindr or no? How'd that go?
Same
for
old
you?
dad, as it turns out.
Oh, you found your dad on Grindr?
I found my dad. Isn't that
Congratulations.
crazy?
That must
He came
be.
back.
I'm sure you guys
cigarettes
had a
in
really
carton-
interesting talk about finding each other there, but
cigarettes in a carton of milk in hand.
Grinder app on his
Fuck!
phone.
I just thought of a. It would have been extremely inconvenient, and it would have ruined my whole day, and it would have prevented us from recording this podcast. But it might have been worth it.
What?
What if I just okay? So my father is visiting. He's gonna be here until Tuesday. He's been here since Thursday, not yesterday.
Last
Last
week.
Thursday. And fucking today, the obviously the joke is like the dad goes out to get milk or cigarettes, one of the two. And he sent me to get cigarettes for him today. It would have been really funny if I just disappeared for the rest of today.
For 18 years.
Well, not quite that long, but it'd be funny if I just didn't come back and just didn't answer anybody.
Just come back tomorrow and be like, man, that line was long.
And isn't it wild when they go out for cigarettes and they don't come back? What happens? It's crazy.
Pull an Uno reverse card on your dad. Welcome to the show, everybody.
Listen, I've gotten vengeance on my father for his absence. I beat his Galaga high score very thoroughly. So I think
Solid.
I
Okay.
think we're even.
I respect that.
I bought Galaga because my dad is old, and he asked if I could get Asteroid on my PlayStation. And the only version of Asteroid was a remaster, and it was $10 whole. But right under it was just a port of plain old Galaga for $2. And that was acceptable. He also played Galaga, so we got some Galaga. We've been playing Galaga in this household. At first he picked back up the skill and he was better than me, but at this point, I'm blowing him out of the water. 25,000 more points than his best score.
Solid.
I'm doing good.
That's respectable. Good job.
I've become a Galaga guy now. Galaga.
Yeah, I'm really into this.
Man, I've played Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna continue rambling on about the musical.
I was gonna say I've played some video games these past few days. Played a bunch of Galaga, and now today I played some Xenoverse 2 for a while. A game that I own and have never played really for more than 15 minutes.
You know what game you own and you haven't played for more than 15 minutes?
I played Unite for an hour. Okay.
That's not the game I'm talking about.
Oh, what game are you talking about?
Pokemon DLC.
I played that for an hour too.
No, I feel like it's becoming, the more I bother you to play it, the less likely you are to play it.
No, I'm gonna commit to Xenoverse 2, because I made the same mistake again. I probably won't commit to Xenoverse 2. What I did was I spent money. I went on the internet and I googled which Xenoverse 2 DLCs add new story missions, and then I bought all of them. So now I've got the full Xenoverse 2 experience, except for the DLC packs that only have characters. I'll buy those later if I feel like it. But I bought all the DLCs that have additions to the story, and now I'm playing Xenoverse 2.
Solid. Glad to hear you're into a new game. I might buy a new game
We'll
soon.
see how long it lasts. Ooh, what new game are you gonna buy?
Roguelike deck builder game called Slay the Spire. It's really interesting. I'm still trying to decide if I want to buy the first one or if I want to wait till next year and get Slay the Spire 2.
Oh, they're making a new Slay the Spire. They're making Slay the next Spire. Slay the
second
Spires.
Spire.
Slay the second Spire. There you go.
No, I'm probably gonna end up getting it. It's $25 fucking though. So I might wait. It depends on how bored I get this weekend though. I'm not sure if I'm gonna record or turn it into like a live stream because it's one of those where I can just chill out or play it on my own and see what's going on.
Am I echoing or making like aggressive air conditioner noises? Because my circle keeps like lighting up a little bit, and I'm not saying anything.
Only when you're talking I can hear the AC, but it's not that annoying because I'm pretty sure every one of our viewers.
Do you hear anything weird right now with my circle like kind of fidgeting and lighting up while I'm not saying anything?
A little bit.
What do you hear? The air conditioner?
Yeah. It's like soft
Okay.
static. I don't know if you want to turn it off. I mean, everybody knows that you're from Florida and it is ungodly hell hot down there. So,
I think I could do it. Hold on.
well, whatever you just did stopped it.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I don't.
Literally all I did was turn the noise suppression off and then back on.
There you go. That works.
Fucking stupid.
Anyway, this fucking musical is great. I can't stop listening to it.
I'm glad you like it.
I can't. Penguin introduced it to me. Ugh, it's so good. Every character, you can feel what the characters are singing about. You can feel their emotions through. It's so good. It's so good. I can't get enough of it. I've listened to nothing else this entire past week. I believe it's been
Alex,
2 weeks.
Okay. What's a motherfucker gotta do? Okay. What's a motherfucker gotta do? I don't know if you're interested at all because it's in Japanese, so I guess that might be a turning off aspect. But I'm gonna tell you, there's a musical out there based on a piece of media that has been significant to pop culture, that I think is truly Kino, and one of the best things I've ever seen in my life. I think you should watch it.
What is it?
The Death Note musical.
Maybe.
It's great. I
This
love
is not
the
a
Death Note
no
musical.
maybe. This is a maybe. I do like Death Note. Unfortunately, it is in Japanese, so that might deter me from it.
There might be an English one now. I'd have to look into it. I know there was like
Let's look into this a little bit because I'm slightly interested in this. I'm also
there was
in
some like there was
You're
some,
also
like,
hitting
European...
that musical phase where I'm listening to it's one musical, but what is it?
the Death Note musical. It's just Death Note musical. I don't think it has like a fancy name.
Just Death Note the musical.
Yeah. I know there was like an English language one planned to be performed in some European country. I don't know if it's happened yet or if you could find it anywhere. There's a concept album for an English one, so it would be a similar experience to the Odyssey musical, I guess, if you just listen to the concept album. But that kind of ruins you don't get the big ending because it's not necessarily a song.
Might have found it.
The English one?
Yeah, it's not like a play, it's just songs, right?
Oh, well, no. The Japanese one is straight up like a play on the stage, but I'm pretty sure there's only an English concept album.
I found Death Note the musical English version on YouTube.
Yeah. That's there's a concept album where all the songs have been done in English, but the show itself and the stuff that
Have
is
you
not
listened?
songs.
If I listen to just the songs, do I get the premise of the play, or is there a lot of speaking that I don't?
I have not listened to the English concept album. I would have to like listen through it and see just
Like,
how
I'm
much
aware of the
fucks you up.
concept. I'm aware of the full story of Death Note. I've seen it before.
It gets different. It gets different in the musical. The musical actually has like a really good ending that's like different from the show.
Yeah, but I'm aware of what the concept is. Like,
Well,
if
yeah,
I've never
you know
heard
what
of Death Note,
is.
listening to the English one versus watching the Japanese one might be two completely different experiences.
Yeah. If you listen to the English one, perhaps you'll enjoy it as like a Death Note in the same way like the Odyssey musical is. Like there's no talking in between those ones because it is just an album.
It's
the Death
not.
Note
By the way,
musical,
it's not all songs. There's a little like
Is Is there like
It's
dialogue and shit?
95% songs, but there's a small amount of like dialogue with background music, like in between songs, if that makes sense.
Oh, I gotcha. I see.
Either
I
that
see what
or
you mean.
it's just regular speaking, but with like a musical accent to it, if that makes sense. Like you have music behind it, but it's not like you're singing a song. It's more like you're singing a conversation.
Can we just make the rest of? Can we make like from today until October 13th? I know it's weird because it's the middle of the month. I wish this was our first episode of a month. Can we just make this musical month and watch a new musical?
Actually,
every-
technically, I believe this is the first episode you and I have done in September.
Well, okay, so the first episode of September was you and Gingy talking about Epic the Musical. If only I had thought of this idea beforehand, so we could have a musical to talk about today. But
Or when did this one get released? August 28th. Yeah. This is
are
the
there any other musicals you're interested in? Because I want you to watch the Death Note musical because I've seen it and I like it, and I want to watch that Spider-Man musical that fucking almost killed a bunch of people because I just want to see it and I think it'd be funny and I think you would probably also find it funny. Have you heard about this?
the
There was a
Spider-Man musical?
Broadway. There
I
was a
think we've
Broadway
mentioned this before on
Spider-Man
the show,
musical.
but I don't think we had a full conversation about it.
There's a Broadway Spider-Man musical, and the way the special effects were set up was so like fucked and shitty that a bunch of people got hurt. It's not a well conducted program. I'm sure there were fully successful showings that you could find somewhere for us to watch, but I've heard there were some spills, some thrills, and some spills. It was Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark, I believe is what it's called.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Hold on.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Based on the Marvel Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark is a musical with music blah 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 blah. Based on the Marvel Comics character Spider-Man, the story incorporates elements of the 2002 film Spider-Man, the 2004 film Spider-Man 2, and the Greek myth of Arachne.
What? Okay, yeah, we have to watch Spider-Man Turn Off the
Elements. I'm really interested in how it's the Greek myth of Arachne.
Yeah, we're gonna watch Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark.
I'm
It's
afraid
happening.
they're just putting that in there because he's a spider and gets turned into a spider, but
But what?
like,
Yeah, you're not gonna read the fucking Wikipedia page for the Tobey Maguire movie. It's gonna be like fucking the Greek myth of Arachne.
who? What'd you say?
Or fucking whatever the fuck it was.
Spiders are called arachnids.
Arachne. Okay.
Arachne. A-R-A-C-H-N-E.
Yeah, I got you. I understand.
Arachne.
I understand. Fuck you.
I'll tell you that whole story eventually. I want to do a whole like little Greek myth mini series where I tell you all the stories, but in like
Oh
a
yeah,
fun...
I forgot you want to give me the Greek lore lectures.
They're not even lectures. It's literally just gonna be like, so this bitch fucking said this, and then she's like, nah, fuck you. I'ma go do this.
Basically, because of the procrastinators, the Trixie's old podcast group, anytime there's something where the premise is one guy is explaining a bunch of lore to another guy, I naturally call it a lecture
That's
because
fair.
the PCP lectures are like the top tier content in that world for me.
There is one musical I do kind of want you to look up, not look up, but like look into, and I can send you the link.
Okay.
It's complete nonsense, but the music is very catchy. Okay? Do I have you hooked
I
or
think-
at least interested?
Yes, I think so. Alex, do we have any set in stone like topic plans in any upcoming capacity?
I go on a week to week basis, unfortunately. The only thing that is
Okay, well,
the
reason
only
I'm
thing that is
asking-
set in stone for a
Mhm.
future episode, there's no like when all of excuse me, when all of Epic the musical comes out, I want to bring Penguin on, and we'll all go talk about that. But there's still 2 more sagas to release, so that might not happen until sometime next year. So that's the only episode that I for sure want to do.
Because I think it would be fun. Like, I think I was kind of trolling about musical month. I think that's a good bit. I think we should pick 4 musicals. We already have 2, and you're about to show me a third.
2?
4 musicals. Well, yeah, Death Note, Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark.
And the one
And
I'm
then you're
about to
about
tell
to
you.
send me one, which is Show Me.
Oh, right. I need to send you the shit. Hold on. This is for the first page. Where is the... Oh, is this the playlist? Don't play music, please. Please don't take this down. Oh, here we go. Why is this not bookmarked? Why is the first one bookmarked? So if I go to here, this takes me to play. Okay. I don't know why I had the wrong one bookmarked. I have the thing. It's called I've brought this up before when we talked about musicals a while back. We didn't do a full episode on them. I think it was just in passing.
Yeah, we just had a discussion in passing. I think I talked about my dreams of being a theater kid, and it might have come up.
Yes. That's exactly what. Where do you want it? DMs or I'll do DMs.
No, do live chat. It's closer.
It's called Holy Musical Batman, but with B @ symbol MAN.
Yeah, okay. I'll do that. I'll watch
Have you heard
Holy
of this?
Musical Batman. I have heard of this.
Really?
Yeah.
It's so good. It's so stupid and like nonsensical.
This will be the second piece of Batman media I've ever consumed in earnest. I guess third if you count Joker.
Are you excited for Joker 2?
Yes.
I'm very excited.
I know
for
it's
Joker
weird.
2.
I know a lot of people are like, it's fucking Dick Masterson said it was made to embarrass men because it's about fucking Lady Gaga's Harley Quinn and it's a musical.
I don't care. I like the concept.
I think
of
it would
Joker.
be great. I like Joker. Joker was like a very like off the wall oddball film. I think they could spin that into like a weird musical. I think this has potential to be a great film. It also has potential to be bad and not hit, but I'm very interested. I want to see it.
Anything that has to do with music, I'm absolutely obsessed about. Just like you're aware of my music obsession. You're aware of it, right?
Yeah, my music obsession is like I'll get obsessed with like one artist for a while, and I'll move on to the next one, and then that's just kind of like how I go about it.
That's how I am with
Like I had my Big Time Rush phase. I had my just songs from High School Musical, the series phase.
See, I don't get obsessed with just a single
Avril
artist.
Lavigne,
I have
Olivia Rodrigo.
Speaking of music, I have discovered now, due to copyright, I can't play any of it.
Sure.
I have discovered AI music.
You just discovered AI music?
No. There's a specific type of AI music that I have discovered.
Oh, okay.
It's AI Trump and Biden.
It's pretty good.
I need to send you a couple of the songs so you can listen.
I still haven't played. If we ever fucking do it again, as long as we both shall live. I realized I never played. Somebody made like an AI theme song for the Dickheads podcast, and it's really stupid and funny, and I forgot to play it.
You did mention that.
It's,
like
yeah, I mentioned it on an
episodes.
episode, and I said I was gonna play it in the next one, and then I just fucking totally
You did
forgot
that twice,
about it.
actually.
Did I do it twice?
There were 2 separate episodes where you were like, "Oh yeah, someone did a fan thing, and I never played it." We're too far into the episode, so I'll play it next week, and then the same thing happened.
The first time I said like someone sent in a song, we'll play it next week, and then the second time I was like, I did mean to play this song that this person sent in this week, but I forgot, and now we're really far in, so we'll do it next week, and then we just didn't do that.
Yeah.
But it's just it's a silly song about me being fat. I like it. I think it's hilarious. I gotta remember to play it somewhere at some point.
But no, I'm down to talk about musicals. I'm in the musical phase. You've struck the chord perfectly because I'm obsessed with the Epic the musical right now.
Mhm.
I have not listened to anything other than this. I'm wishing that the singer for Cersei did more music or put more music out on Spotify, but she doesn't have anything other than this, and I'm very upset because her voice is amazing and I love her.
You know what's a good musical that we don't have to cover dedicatedly because I'm almost 1,000% sure you've seen it, and I'll be fucking shocked if you haven't. The fucking Random Encounters Five Nights at Freddy's musical.
That sounds familiar. I don't think I've seen
It
it.
has Markiplier and Nate Wants to Battle in it. There's no way you haven't seen it.
I don't think I've seen it.
Oh my god, we do have to cover it then. Holy shit. Markiplier's in it,
All right.
Alex.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
singing.
aware. I'm my brain is somewhat aware of what this is.
Dude, the fact you have holy shit. We have to watch this and talk about it.
Let me go over to the planning sheet. I'll write some stuff down so we can remember.
Okay.
You know,
We have-
the planning sheet that you have full access to, by the way.
I know. Okay, I'm aware.
I'm the only one who's made edits at all. You don't add anything to this.
Because usually when I think of ideas for the show, I'm with you, and then I
It's
tell
on
you,
the show.
and
I
you
get
put them
that,
in
yeah.
there. So we got 4 musicals in the chamber. Were there any other particular ones that were rattling around that you wanted to show me?
If I can find something online, I want to cover the Shrek musical.
I'm down.
If I
That's
can
5
find it
musicals.
online, I think it's very hard to find.
We're doing musicals, baby. This is becoming a musical podcast for a while.
Okay, Holy Musical Batman, Death Note the musical. What were the other ones?
Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark. Shit. Five Nights at Freddy's the musical. And then fuck, what was the other one? Death Note, Spider-Man, Batman. Am I literally thinking of Epic the musical and fucking myself up? I thought I had 4 before. Shrek! The one that you just said. That one.
Yeah, we're gonna cover Epic the musical later. I want to bring Penguin on for that, so her and I can fangirl over this the
it's not
entire
even
time.
finished yet. So yeah, we're gonna wait for it to finish and then we'll cover it. I'm down to cover it with you guys. I will listen to it when it's done.
I suggest you listen to it now.
No, yeah. I probably will start it now, but I'm saying when it's done.
At least start it now, so just in case you like listen to it now, and if it's like complete trash, you could literally come to me and be like, "I need to be really honest with you, and I need you to not be mad at me."
I'll listen.
I
to
did
fucking
not
I
like
don't care
it.
if it's the worst thing in the world. I'll listen to every fucking song, and then I'll come on here and I'll fucking yell about how dog shit it is.
Look, do you like female artists who sing with a lot of power behind their voice?
I don't know if I have any particular examples of that I could
But
think
do you-
of that I'm particularly into, but that doesn't sound like a concept I'd be opposed to.
But does that concept make sense?
That sounds
to you?
like it would be good. Yeah.
Okay, so you have Athena, Cersei, Calypso, and Scylla. All absolutely fantastic. The first time I heard Scylla's voice, I was like, it sent chills, and I was like, "Ooh, shit!" If I heard that when I'm like chilling in my house and someone said that, I'd be like, mommy."
I want to go. I want to go like see some musicals on stage. I'm trying to think if I've ever like.
Oh
Have I only
shit.
ever?
I
What?
don't know if you can find this one,
Mm-hmm.
but if you can, I'm gonna put a little asterisk next to this one. But it's really good. Shit, what was it fucking called? Little Shop of Horror.
Oh, okay. Is that movie itself a musical, or is there like a stage version
Isn't
that's
there
a
a movie?
musical?
There is a movie.
Yeah, there's a Little Shop of Horrors movie.
Is it a musical? I think it is. I think the movie is a musical, but I could not watch it, unfortunately.
What do you mean? Like it wasn't good? You
I
didn't want to keep watching
saw
it?
it live with good singers, and then the female lead, Audrey, in the movie has a high-pitched, shrill voice, and
Ah.
I turned it off. I could not stand
I'll
her
watch the stage
voice.
version. That's fine.
If you can find it, I put a little asterisk, but if you can find it, great. If not, it's no big deal. I went and saw
Okay.
it live at Playhouse Square up here.
We'll keep that one on the back burner because you have to do some research, see if you can find a good version. Because I'm sure I could find about 1,000 recordings of the stage rendition of Little Shop of Horrors. You got to find the one that has the good singers.
I don't know
But
if see that's the problem. Is this is a local play? This is not the Broadway play.
okay. Well, I'm sure the
Playhouse
Broadway
Square
one's
is
good.
exclusive to Cleveland. You know how you have like you go and see a musical at a certain place down in Florida. You know.
Yeah. I got you.
And they've got
Okay.
their
Well,
own little trope of people that do the musicals and stuff down there, but it's not the Broadway people.
I'm sure we could find it, and I'm sure the voice quality will be better than the movie because it's a Broadway play. So like that's more important to them than a movie would be.
Also, the main character was Rick Moranis, and I could not see him as the main character of this. Just you see you hear or see a piece of media once, and that's the one that's like stuck with you. And anything else, even if
Who
it's the
knows what
original,
happens, folks? Because Alex has cut out. What happens when you see a piece of media? God only knows at this point.
I'll just fucking sit here the entire time. I won't say a
We're kind of
goddamn word ever
we're kind
again.
of starting to catch up. Okay, there we go.
I'll never say another word ever fucking again. I'll kill myself right now.
Don't be offended by the fact that your internet is broken. Okay, it's not my fucking fault.
I really don't have
I
problems.
can't keep
know
doing
this is
I can't
Discord's
keep
fucking
doing the
problem.
podcast with you. I can't just be like, yes. And when I'm not hearing what you're saying, I have to point out that I can't fucking hear you.
I'm not even mad. I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at Discord. It's
Mad
a
at
Discord
Discord.
problem. Because
We keep
I
saying
was
we're gonna
fucking
try
around with
Skype,
the
and
internet.
then
I was fucking around with the internet to see exactly what it could do. I loaded up like 2 full games, started a whole bunch of fucking downloads and shit like that. And then started streaming Netflix, and no buffering, no nothing, no problems whatsoever.
Well, then what the fuck is wrong with Discord? Because you've uninstalled it and reinstalled it since you've had this issue, haven't you?
I could do it again after the show.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
I haven't done it in a minute. I really think we need to go and try Skype.
Yeah. We keep saying we're gonna try Skype, and then we forget that
Because we just hop in
start another
Discord, because
episode.
Discord is very, very convenient, and that's why everybody wants to flock to Discord. All right, I got the musicals written down. Let me close out of this because apparently it's fucking with my internet or whatever.
So we got six musicals on the docket. I think to avoid, well, you have to pull that document back up real quick because I submit to avoid argument. You should go ahead and number those musicals 1, 2 through 6. And I'm gonna pull up a random number generator to decide which one we will cover first.
I mean, Five Nights at Freddy's and Holy Musical Batman are readily accessible.
They're all readily accessible. You can find them all on fucking YouTube, and if that's not true,
We have to make sure we
submit
watch
that
the
I'm
same version,
ultimate
though.
retard. We'll coordinate, Alex. That's not a hard thing to do.
I know. I just want to make sure. I mean, there's only one version of the FNAF musical and Holy Musical Batman. It's the other three.
You're just saying that because you want to watch those two in particular really bad. and then
Actually,
can
if you had seen Holy Musical Batman, I could easily do an entire show talking about how good it is right now. I've seen it like 6 times.
I think the random number generator is the fairest way to go about this. Go ahead and assign those numbers. And then I will look at the. Are you doing this on the planning sheet?
Are we including Little Shop of Horrors?
Yeah, it's got to be fucking. That's like one of the most popular musicals out there. We could find fucking 8 versions to choose from, but agree on one. I'm sure.
Okay, they're numbered.
Okay.
Let me do
Random number generator.
Let me do my autistic formatting.
I'm honestly really hoping for Five Nights at Freddy's. Now
That's
I think
fine.
about it.
I numbered them 1 through 6.
Okay. I'll take a 1. The 1, 3, and 4 are the ones that I really want. I'll take any of them really though.
So
So
you're looking at this is the first time you've opened the sheet, by the way.
no, it's not. I've opened this fucking sheet before.
I could go through the backlog and look at edits, by the way.
I've not edited the sheet. I've opened the sheet.
You
looked
have
at the sheet.
full authority to edit whatever you want.
There's just never been any instance where that has come up. Because again, I think of ideas with you, and then you put them in there.
I can't believe we didn't even put musicals on our list of topics to talk about either.
Well, to be fair, that list is just from like another podcast repurposed. It's not like we sat down and came up with those topics.
No, but I mean, you know.
All right, I'm rolling it. Here we go. No fucking way.
What do we get? I can't see.
That's
You
not
gotta
gonna work,
fucking
is
tell
it?
me.
I wanted you to believe me. I didn't want to be like fucked. Let me see if I turn the brightness all the way
Why
down.
don't you roll a d6 and show your screen?
No, because I already rolled and I got a result that I wanted. Fuck you.
Hold it back. I
God
can
damn.
hold on. Turn your.
Oh, hold on. Can you see what number that is?
Is that 4?
It is.
Okay, so. Are we gonna do
5
all of these in
nights.
order?
I
Or
believe
is this
there
just picking
is.
the first one?
I know. I believe there's a video.
No, I meant
that
the
it-
one through the musicals we've picked.
What are you talking about?
So we're doing 4 first, correct? Five Nights at Freddy's
Uh-huh.
musical. Okay, so what's the next one we do? Do we roll another d6 and figure it
we'll
out?
we'll assign the remaining 5 1 through 5 numbers, and then I will generate once more.
Okay. So
So next week we're talking about Five Nights at Freddy's the musical by Random Encounters,
just in
starring
case you forget,
Markiplier and Nate Wants to Battle.
just in case you forget, it's highlighted on the thing,
Okay.
so you know what we're doing.
Yeah, so how that the release of that initially was like there were like 5 nights, but I believe there's like one video now that's just like all of it and it has extra scenes. So
Is this it?
send me the link.
Hold on.
There are probably 80 million Five Nights at Freddy's the musicals.
No,
but
this
it's
is Random Encounters,
Okay.
featuring Markiplier, Nathan Sharp, and Matt Pat.
Mm-hmm.
How long is it supposed to be?
I don't know, probably a couple hours.
This one's 30 minutes.
It might just be 30 minutes. I don't know.
The complete series, yeah.
Okay. I don't know why I thought it was like an hour and a half at least.
Let's go. You want it in live chat?
Yeah. Random encounters. That makes sense because there was only the 5 nights, and those were basically one song with some fill-in footage, and they only added like a little more in the full version, really.
There you go.
FNAF the Musical, the complete series. Yeah, it's 32 minutes. Okay. Yeah. So that's our topic next week, folks, is Five Nights at Freddy's the musical. But we're not done this week, folks. Still a little bit of show to do. I don't think we've quite hit our magic hour yet.
Can close this out. There was something I wanted to talk about.
What was it?
I don't know. I don't fucking remember. We got on the fucking musicals, and the only thing I can think of is fucking Epic the Musical at this fucking point.
It's taking over your life.
It is. It's such a good, so good. Constantly like it's all over my TikTok. It's all over Spotify. It's the only thing I can listen to. The TikTok is up and running, by the way.
Oh,
The
that's good. Did you
TikTok
post some
channel?
stuff there?
I posted one. I figured I'd do releases along with the episodes each week.
Was it one of the ones you did? You
It was
put out
her-
first.
It was Hurricane Water.
Okay.
I didn't do Caveman or anything like that. Go check out the
I think the AI ones I made are bangers, and you got to put those out. They got the fucking TikTok meta captions. They're funny.
look, the one that I chose was the first one that I made, all right? I'll put more out.
Well, keep in mind you have some that I made. Don't leave me out of
I'm
this,
aware.
you son of
I'm
a
aware.
bitch.
I was going to stagger them until I ran out of yours.
Is the TikTok just Detour Head?
It's
What is it?
at Cola254.
Okay.
I figured that way I can pull from my YouTube channel if needed as well. Because I'm sure I could go make TikToks of you drawing shitty Pokemon. Because I know when you start drawing, we get real good reactions from everybody else. Speaking of which, are you free tomorrow at 4?
Maybe. I mean, I never know what we're doing. Like, my dad's here. We might go out, but like, probably.
If you can be available from like 4 to 5, or at least like 4 to 5:30, I have Penguin and Gingy locked down to do Ghost Pokemon Scriblio for October.
You planned that video and I was never contacted?
I was gonna talk to you today. This was literally planned. Like, I talked to Penguin and Gingy earlier today, and I knew I had you
I got you,
booked later today. You were all contacted about this within 24 hours of each other.
Okay, I got you.
All in the same 8-hour period.
I got the impression you ruminated on it a little longer, but
I did, because
projection,
Gingy
I
wanted to
suppose.
do Gingy brought this up last week on Detour Ahead, where
where I didn't
actually
hear it.
not
Okay.
even last week. Earlier this week we finished Chained Together.
This was on Chained Together that you had this conversation.
Yeah, we finished Chained Together.
Do you guys have conversations on that show? I feel like bad about my awkward appearance because like what happened was I joined, I tried to talk to you, you completely ignored me in order to collaborate on the video game, so I just like quietly left the call.
I mean, you could have stayed. We had Kang in there for the last couple episodes.
Kang was in there, yeah. I don't know what Kang was saying or what you guys were talking about with Kang, but whenever I tried to like make a joke, you would just be like, "Okay, Gingy, so we're gonna jump over here."
Because we were playing a fucking game, and it got real intense because it was 9:30. It was like 8 or 9 at night.
Well, you gotta at least hit me with the "let us finish this." Like I'm just like they're completely disinterested. I'm just gonna fucking back off.
I'm sorry about that. I'll have to go listen back, go watch it again, and figure out what happened and give you a proper explanation. Because what I want to tell you, without knowing any information, being completely uninformed about the situation, was we were probably on a part where we were getting fucked super
No,
hard.
you were on a part where you were like hyper focused, but like you at least gotta be like, yes, Riley, I hear I hear that question that you're asking to try to set up a bit. Let us finish this part first, and then you can do it.
See, I'm not that smart. I'm not that intelligent. You're giving me too much credit there. I might
don't
have
even remember what it
ADHD,
was.
but I was more focused on trying to get through the game because we saw the end and we had to finish it that night. By the way, it's gonna be 13 episodes long total.
Nice. Well, I'm glad you guys made it through the whole thing. It's cool.
Gingy wants to do more games, but we got to figure that out later.
Man, I'm being replaced as the de facto co-host of the Colocha YouTube channel. This
I've
is
tried to get you to
heart-pressing.
do live streams, but you've turned me down every single time I bring it up.
I don't feel like fucking. What if we did something else? I just don't feel like Clover right now. It doesn't mean I don't feel like streaming at all. Think of some more ideas that we could do something.
I got Slay the Spire. You can help me deck build.
I don't know how to fucking deck build and Slay the Slayer, but
Neither do I. It's a learning experience.
there you go.
You and I can go play Freddy Fish.
Yes.
I do want to do a Freddy
Yes.
Fish video where I go and beat the game. It's just one solid
Alex.
video. I do have the
Alex.
game. We're not going to play through all of them. Just the first one, because that's the one that I have the most nostalgia for. In order to work on, I also have the Spyro trilogy. If you want to join in on that as well.
Yes.
The
Also,
I
didn't
bought
we
it for
talk
like
about streaming and or let's playing Sonic Unleashed like a year and a half ago, and then nothing ever came of that?
I don't have an Xbox 360. I don't know where it went.
Ah, unfortunate.
I'd have to double check on that. I don't want to give you a yes or no because if I don't want to say yes and then go into the closet behind me and be like, "Oh, it's not there anymore. I don't know where it went." I'm pretty sure I have access to the 360, which shouldn't be too much of a problem because I can easily do the Switch. I can easily record things for the Switch and not have those like shitty lines all over the place.
Now, like you fixed it?
No, I didn't fix shit.
Oh, you got a new one? Capture card?
No, I didn't do. Nothing has changed.
Well, then where'd the lines go?
The more animations on the screen, the more frames on the screen, the more lines you get.
Oh, the X. Don't let Nintendo trick you. The Xbox 360 is not insanely less powerful than the Switch. Maybe a little, but I'd assume you're gonna have the same problems. We'll see.
Probably, but we'll see. I don't care.
Just get a new capture card. Why do you have this fucking ghetto ass capture card?
Because it was on sale, and I was poor. Still am poor.
Well, I'm saying soon you will not be poor.
Well,
as
my
you
bills
build
are all paid
yourself
right
back
now.
up.
I get paid on the 20th, so we'll see if I can pull off getting a new capture card. But I also don't get. I didn't cut off. I saw the dates. Okay, so I got paid on the 6th. All right.
Sure.
I get paid on the 20th, which is a week from today. I'll look into capture cards next week.
Yeah, because like I'd like to do some stuff, but like whenever you record something with your capture card, it's hit or miss because of all these fucking lines and bullshit.
I'll look into a new capture card this week. I get paid on Friday.
You bought your capture card at the fucking Quickie Mart.
I bought it
Yes,
on
we have
Amazon
good
for
capture
30.
card for you.
I bought it on Amazon for $30.
We
I'm
have
getting
good capture card for you with capture.
The
capture
$30,
game.
the $30 fucking capture card that I have is giving me $30 worth of content.
Perfect video stream. No problem. Zero problem.
You know what else we got to do?
What?
Butterfly Effect 2 and 3.
We do. You're right.
It's been on my mind.
I need to do more episodes of Mission Crew Movie Review in general, so perhaps soon we will link up for Butterfly Effect 2.
Have you seen the new Indiana Jones movie? Dial of Destiny?
I've never seen an Indiana Jones movie.
You've never seen an Indiana Jones movie?
Not even one.
What the hell is what? Have you seen
Not
Star
even a
Wars?
single time. I've seen the original trilogy. And the only reason I've done that is because it was a bit for a podcast. I was
With
only
Darth
able
Vader
to.
and Luke Skywalker, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Um,
just
I
clarifying.
if you had asked me that question back when we were on Pixels together, the answer would have been no. I watched them for the MoCast in 2020. And I wasn't that big of a fan of them even really. I did not understand the hype. They were just okay to me.
What, Star Wars?
Yeah.
It was ahead of its time. That's why it's so good.
Yeah, it's fair. It's like it's always like time periods and like shit, right? Because it's like people talk about it as if it still like holds up as this amazing thing to this day, and a lot of people probably agree with that, maybe even including you. But like,
I mean,
I don't know if it's just 'cause it's so
it
old.
defined and it defined a generation. It introduced them to this whole world.
The first, okay,
It's
so here's
also
the
one of the
problem.
biggest it's one of the highest grossing franchises of all time.
The world is interesting. There are cool aspects. I like the cast. But the problem is the first two movies just feel very like malaise, and the fight choreography, no.
That's
It's
why
just
you
like
watch the prequel trilogy.
it's just two men rubbing fucking glow sticks together in the first two movies. Like the lightsaber fights are fucking nothing cool.
Because
The third movie
okay.
has kind of a cool lightsaber fight. It was pretty good.
Okay,
But
do you
see,
know when the original trilogy was made?
yes, like the 70s, right?
Yes. Do you know when the prequel trilogy was made?
Like the 90s and early 2000s, I think.
90s.
Okay.
They got actual sword training.
Yeah.
The
So, yeah,
people with the light swords, the actors who were using them, went through actual like sword training, like with real swords,
honestly,
prior to the movies, so they knew what they were doing.
from what I've heard from all the Star Wars movies, I know which ones. If there's any Star Wars movies I like, I know which ones they're gonna be, and it's gonna piss every Star Wars fan on the planet off. Based on the original trilogy was just okay to me. I tried to start the prequels, and the Phantom Menace was so fucking boring that I had to turn it off. From what I've heard described, I think the most enjoyment I will get out of Star Wars films is the Disney trilogy of Star Wars films.
That's fine. That's okay. Thank you, everybody, so much for listening to Detour Ahead. We haven't hit a full hour. I apologize for that. I'll take the blame for this one this week.
Do we have to stop? You're just so appalled by it.
Join me and Gingy next week for a very special episode where we say goodbye to our beloved
The end of
co-host
shows.
Riely. It will now be the Alex and Gingy Are Bored podcast. We're gonna rebrand. I'm gonna take all the feed is gonna be gone.
Thank you to our former editors, Demi Goom and Jason. Thank you to our fucking guests, Pango Mage, all these people, and thank you most of all to me, Alex Kolochu, and that's all the people that need to be thanked. That's it, 100%.
No, Riely will be back. He'll be back. He's always back. I'm surprised you didn't pop
it
into
happened
the
again, but of course I'll be back, folks. I assume Alex is still hearing me. That's how it's worked in the past. I assume I will be back, folks. Because of course I have to be back to cover the fucking. I think Alex is coming back to reality slowly. I see it happening. I'll be back because we got to cover the fucking Five Nights at Freddy's musical, and I'm excited because I know you're gonna love this. And I will be
I'm still
shocked if
surprised you
don't.
didn't pop in last week.
I'm trying to think if there was ever a moment where I was intending to do so.
Because the last time I tried to do an episode without you, you popped in halfway through.
Yeah, you did it sneakily, you fuck.
This show is a weekly show. I don't like missing multiple weeks.
Yes, but you could have told me when you were doing it, so I could have popped in if I was available. Because what happened was I was not available the night we were supposed to do the show. So it's like, okay, you could do it without me because I'm not available the night we're supposed to do the show. then you and Gingy did not do it the night we were supposed to do the show. You did it a different day at a different time, which you never informed me of because I wasn't available on Friday night. That doesn't mean I wasn't available Saturday afternoon. You could have told me.
I could have, but I figured I'd let you get a break from me.
It's
Get
not
a
what I
little
want.
break from the show.
I want more of you. I want the fucking Dickheads podcast back is what I fucking want. Fucker.
Look, listen, I am currently occupied. My ears are currently occupied right now.
I want to talk about how Vito's fucking up. God damn it.
Look,
This is it. There's a Goss bomb coming. That's another thing. There's a Goss bomb on its way. Probably next week. A big inside scoop Maddox Goss bomb is on its way. It's been teased. We're getting a Goss bomb.
oh shit, that's what I wanted to fucking bring up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is gonna kill a decent amount of time. Well, maybe not, but did you? I know you're aware of the Nikocado avocado thing going on. I know you're aware of that, and that's like the perfect thing. I've been waiting. Oh, I've been waiting to talk to you about this ever since I found out. I'm like, we gotta fucking talk about it.
Another one bites the dust. Yet another fat influencer to be way skinnier than me. Well, I guess Nikocado Avocado already weighed less than me, but there was like a height-weight ratio conversation there. Now there is no such conversation. Nikocado Avocado weighs less than me. Boogie weighs less than me now. It's a rough life.
What are your thoughts?
At least since last I heard from Boogie. Honestly, knowing Boogie, I bet he's given up on that weight loss by now. I'd have to pop in to Local Live for the first time in a while, see how he's doing about that.
You realize that if he informed other fat idiots on the internet about his plan, they could have all fucked so many people up. If he got like Vito and like, well, Vito does like, see, that's the problem is they'd have to go be like, look, I'm taking a leave of
Vito's not a
absence,
fat influencer to anybody but our little fucking niche band, okay?
Vito's not a fat
Vito's not a part of
influencer
this.
at all. Except for maybe the Star Wars community.
Well, he was a fat influencer to us. I think that fucking that needle's starting to turn now, but I think he was a respected figure.
I'm waiting. I'm hoping that when I go back,
Super Killer has fucking destroyed Vito, and it wouldn't have happened at all. If
Is
it weren't for
Super
Biggest
Killer
Problem
even
in the
out?
Universe. No. Super Killer is
fucking
not
kidding
out.
me?
Did you think it would have come out by now? Just like I haven't listened for a month. Surely Super Killer is out.
No,
now.
but at least like something.
Well, there was he put out the first third online to the backers the day Deadpool and Wolverine came out. He did like a preview.
How much shit did he get for not? See, I feel like it's completely different. I will give him this. It's probably different than Deadpool and Wolverine.
It is. He figured that out. Like when the plot first leaked, it made it sound like the anchor being shit was. Oh wait, have you seen Deadpool and Wolverine?
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay. The way
See, the funny thing is, you talked about it on that episode of the podcast where you brought it up that you went and saw it. Literally, I wake up the next day and my mom and dad text me and they're like, "Hey, we're going to see a movie. Do you want to come with?" And I'm like, "Oh, what movie?" And they're like, "Deadpool and Wolverine." I'm like, motherfucker. I called them immediately. I'm like, "You sons of bitches." And they're like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "I just did my fucking podcast about this last night."
One day.
I'm like, "You're 1 day late. 1 day. Had you done this yesterday, I gotta stop slant. I need a new HDMI cord. I think it's the TV that's like, have you noticed my camera freezes occasionally?
I have noticed that.
I think that's because the HDMI is reconnecting. I have to go check connections on the monitors and stuff. But I'm pretty sure it's the shitty little TV that I have. That's also the oldest HDMI cord that I am in possession of. So I think I need to go and get a new one. which shouldn't be too much of the problem. But anyway, I was so frustrated because I literally I'm like, had you texted me that Friday, because this was back when I didn't have a job, so I would have been able to go. Had they did it Friday, I would have been able to talk about it on the show later that day. But no, they had to wait till fucking Saturday.
Yeah, unfortunate, but either way. So
But yes,
the
I
plot
have
of
seen
Deadpool,
it.
when the plot of Deadpool and Wolverine leaked, it made it sound like the anchor being shit was going to be a lot more important. Where like you have an anchor being, and then if he dies, the universe dies, and that's like the whole premise of Super Killer. But as it turns out, the anchor being shit is actually completely fucking retarded and serves almost no purpose in Deadpool and Wolverine. It's just an excuse to have Logan without erasing the death from Logan.
Yeah, I'm real glad that the entire movie of Logan is now completely completely nonsensical and doesn't
It's
matter
not
anymore.
well. I mean, it's nonsensical in the timeline now because they fucked that part up. But like,
Yeah, if you're watching timeline shit, it doesn't matter anymore. His honorable
nah,
death. Fuck it, we brought a new Wolverine in. Fuck you guys.
well, no, that's fine. That's fine that they did that. Is that you have a multiverse? That's what the multiverse is for, doing shit like that. And I think they did it in an engaging way.
What are your thoughts
The
on
the problem is that Logan takes place in the future, and Deadpool and Wolverine just forgot about that.
Fair?
So
Yeah.
it's weird that in Deadpool's universe, Wolverine should still be alive and well. Because in Logan, when Wolverine dies, he's like one of the last mutants. So like the X Mansion shouldn't be going on. Like Beast should not be around, and he was in Deadpool too. Or like, yeah, like there shouldn't be mutants.
It's still a good movie. How do you feel about
Yeah,
did we talk about Robert Downey Jr. being Doctor Doom?
we probably talked about it when they announced it, but like, I don't know. I'm a little skeptical on that one.
They either need to lean, there's two ways that this can go, and only two ways. Keep the mask on almost the entire time and treat him as Doctor Doom. Or they don't have the Doctor Doom mask on the entire time and they fully lay into evil Tony Stark.
Yeah, it's an interesting way to play. I don't know.
Those are the only two ways that this movie could possibly be good.
It seems weird. Like I don't necessarily think it won't work because like there is like an actor culture. Like this probably is like sensical. But to me, it almost seems like the MCU is in a weird place. You want to try to make it better. You bring back Robert Downey Jr. It seems like the obvious, easy, effortless move that would make you $1 billion-trillion is just bring him back as Iron Man, just as he was before, because that's who everybody likes. They like that he's Tony Stark, and he's like, "Oh, look at me, I'm Tony Stark. I'm wisecracking. Look at me go." That's what people want. So, like, if you're gonna bring back Robert Downey Jr. to try to save your franchise, why is he not playing the character that made your franchise? Now he's just playing this villain. It's a whole completely different situation.
I will say the one thing that Deadpool and Wolverine did very, very well was bring Chris Evans back as Human Torch.
You know what got fucked up though? Here's another reason why I don't like that Robert Downey Jr. is Doctor Doom, because it ruined Deadpool and Wolverine. You know that scene where Deadpool's getting interviewed by Happy? Happy was in the room, but most of those lines were Tony's and were, a little bit different because it was Tony Stark, obviously. Tony Stark was supposed to be in that movie, and Robert Downey Jr. had to turn Ryan Reynolds down because he was gonna be Doctor Doom, and I guess they didn't want him to be in an MCU movie before it got announced that he was Doctor Doom. So he didn't get to be in Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, that's a little sad. That's a little dumb. Um, what else did I want to talk about? Unless you had more to talk about.
And that's about it.
You're not up on the presidential debate, right?
Did not watch it. I saw that Chris Chan was reacting to it, and I watched that stream for 5 minutes, and then I realized Chris Chan literally wasn't saying a word. It was just the debate with Chris Chan in the bottom left corner, so I stopped watching it.
They fucked him.
They did?
They fucked him. They fucked him hard.
Oh shit. They fucked your boy?
They fucked my boy.
Shit.
Kamala Harris ripped his pants down, whipped out a big black dildo, and fucked him
Let's
so
go!
fucking hard.
White
Railed the
dudes for
shit out of him.
Kamala,
And it's not even like a
baby!
good fucking either. You're celebrating for no reason because she's still a fucking retard. She's still a retard. She had ABC retards ask her questions like if I'm gonna ask you a question and it was like you versus Gingy here, right? I'd be like, Riely, so inflation is at an all-time low, or inflation is at an all-time high because of this, this, and this. What are you going to do to fix this, this, and this? Like, they gave her the answers to the question in the questions they asked her, and then they went to Trump and they're like, inflation bad, explain it. Like, they fucked him so bad. And the only, like, and then Kamala, I gotta hand it to her. She knew exactly what to do. She went and attacked him by being a good person, like being good with words, not intelligence, but being good with words by saying things like, I can't give specific examples because I'm too flustered right now, but like she would attack him in ways that would get him so fucking upset. Do you remember the way the Trump and Hillary debates? You're muted.
Yeah, I know. No, I've never watched a presidential debate in my life.
You know how when Trump gets up on stage, he'll get flustered and he'll be like, I'm talking right now. Excuse me.
I have heard that he does that. I've seen some clips of that.
The whole fucking debate.
Let me talk, okay?
The whole fucking
let me
debate.
talk.
She got under his skin.
Obviously,
Like it was
Gen
a complete
2 is the best Pokemon. It's not even a debate.
It was a
People are
complete
saying it's
180 from the
greatest
Biden
Pokemon.
debate. It was a complete 180 from the Biden debate. Like they both had good points. I don't like
Real.
it. Just
I think Gen 1 is the best Pokemon. That's a terrible Joe Biden. That was really bad.
corn pop and I
Pop and I used to play Pokemon Red and Blue.
the red and blue was my favorite generation. Corn Pop said that Gen 2 was better, but you know, I can't do a good Biden impression, but I know exactly how what he'll talk about.
That's the only thing. That's like all Biden is to me. Is like that one time that he talked about fighting a guy named Corn Pop is so funny to me. That's all Biden is in my head. It's like
It's
he's
very
that
very
guy
sad.
Who, fought Corn Pop.
It's very very sad to look at the presidential debate and use that like if you're looking at the debate and that's the only information you have about these two people, you can easily tell that Trump's going to lose. And I'm really frustrated with the man because he's such a strong speaker and such a charismatic guy that when it comes to a woman getting under his skin, he lost his composure multiple times in the debate, and that might cost him the election. And it's very, very frustrating to hear.
Some people are saying this stupid bitch shouldn't even be allowed. Shouldn't even be allowed to vote. Never mind. Run for president. You know what I say? I agree.
Comrade Kamala.
That old comrade Kamala. Cackling Kamala.
Comrade Kamala and Joe Biden.
Thought it was Sleepy. No, Sleepy Joe is what he calls.
Yeah, but it's
Joe
also
Biden.
Joe Biden.
Sleepy Joe. He's in there in the White House. He doesn't even know what's going on.
Anyway.
know who he
Oh
is.
shit! Speaking of fucking Joe Biden, he's at some place. He's at like a veterans thing, doing like a little appearance, and someone gave him a Trump hat, and he fucking put the Trump hat on.
That's awesome.
What
That's
a
so
fucking
cool.
stupid asshole! Why would you? It's going all over. Are you still doing your little Twitter ban for
Oh, yeah, I'm
yourself,
not
or are
on
you back on
Twitter.
Twitter?
I'm not on Twitter.
I figured you weren't back on Twitter. Let me send it to you real quick because it's really funny and it looks like AI, but I don't. It's not.
I'm not. So I'm not. Just to be clear, just so I'm not made to be a liar and a fool. I'm not off Twitter 100%, but I am off Twitter 99.5%. Like every 3 days, I'll go on Twitter for like 5 minutes just to make sure like nothing happened.
Okay, I'm gonna share my screen. We're gonna watch this.
Okay.
Why are you displaying that screen? I'd appreciate if you don't do that.
It's okay. Biggest problem's late and gay anyway.
All right. Share screen. Let's do this one. All right, we're gonna watch Biden put a Trump hat on. Let me know when you're ready.
Wait. So like, are you saying he did this on accident or did he do it on purpose? If
No,
did it
he did this on purpose.
awesome.
He put it on his head.
This is awesome, is what this is.
Yeah. All right. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Hold on. Don't show my screen there. There we go. We're all good. All right. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
So he's signing a hat for this guy.
I need that hat.
You want my autograph?
Hell no.
You know my name. Come on.
I ain't going that far.
Yeah, you said you would do a selfie. There he goes.
Let's go.
Hey, I'm proud of you now. You old fart.
Oh man.
I love Joe Biden now.
Oh, I love him.
good.
He's great. He's my favorite person in the world. I love him now. Like everything, I'll rescind every calling him a retard. All this, he's great. Takes a lot of guts, and he's a funny
just,
man for putting
was
on a
so,
Trump
like-
hat. That's
It was
great.
so like fun and wholesome, and he was very respectful to this guy wearing a Trump hat. He did the silly thing. He put on his enemy's hat. Everybody cheered.
It's not even in
that
his
was so
enemy
fun.
anymore. That's the thing. They're not enemies anymore. Like Trump doesn't even talk about Biden anymore, outside of like calling Kamala Biden. That's
Leave
another
Joe.
thing that he did.
He's not even doing anything anymore. Kamala's in there. Kamala should only be eligible for one term because she's basically president already. People are saying.
Anyway, I think that's a good funny thing to end the show on, don't you think? Two
Fucking
sides,
awesome.
two sides coming together to make a really funny video for everybody.
How beautiful, how touching and delightful.
Biden put the fucking hat on. That's so funny. It's such a good. That's a bit that you'll never be able to cut. Like, it's the only equivalent of that is Trump going to one of his rallies with the Biden Harris hat on.
What if Trump loses and Kamala wins, and then Trump and Biden start a like talk show together?
Please, please.
It's just like stupid banter, and then every once in a while Joe Biden just like forgets where he is, and Donald Trump roasts him brutally for his fucking Alzheimer's.
It's great. That would be fantastic. Anyway, all right. Unfortunately, I'm slowly coming to terms with a woman will be in charge of this country for the next 4 years.
I still think ultimately, when it comes to voting booth time, there's gonna be a resurgence of Trump took a bullet for our country. Like, I really think that won him the election.
See, that's the thing. Nobody fucking cares anymore outside of Trump people. You don't
Nobody
see
cares
any
anymore.
Nobody
Nobody
cares.
cares
It was
anymore.
literally a 24-hour. It was literally part of the 24-hour news cycle, and
You see,
then
it's the kind of
almost
thing that, like,
immediately after, Kamala's like, "I'm gonna run for president," and everybody's like, "Wait, who got shot?"
It's kind of the thing of like Kamala's the new hotness, so like she's in the spotlight right now, and we're kind of back to like the political status quo. But I think like when November hits, everybody's gonna be like, Trump is a true patriot, took a bullet for this country, and they're gonna fucking rally and he's gonna win. I still think that's gonna happen.
Do you think that, like,
I'm
aside
saying that as a liberal. This is a pessimistic take.
I have a genuine question. Do you
Mhm.
think that the United States of America, put aside your differences, put aside your thoughts or whatever about who's who,
Sure.
do you think we are ready for a female president?
Yeah, why not?
Not are we ready for Kamala to be the first female president? Do you think we're ready for a female president?
Yeah. I don't think it's a big deal at all, honestly. I'm shocked it didn't already happen.
Well, it didn't happen because we had Hillary Clinton running.
Yeah, no, they
That
should
was
have
your
gotten a better.
guys'
They
that
should have
was your
gotten a better
guys'
woman than
biggest
that.
fuck up was Hillary Clinton running.
I forget, was Tulsi running in 16 or was that 20 only? Put Tulsi in there. She probably wasn't even old enough to run in 2016. I think she's like 40 or some shit.
Anyway, I don't think we're ready yet, in my opinion.
You really think so?
I don't.
We have women, everything else. Like, I think besides like 10% of men that are just like gonna be misogynistic until the day they die, I think the whole world has kind of accepted that women can do whatever men do. I think that's basically a given for most of society at this point. I think most of the fucking populace won't even bat an eye at having a woman president. Like, it won't even be any different. For like the first couple months, it'll be like girl power, yeah, but like
We
at the end
need
of the
a
day,
feminine
it's gonna be the
phenomenon.
same.
Femininomenon.
Feminomenon.
A feminomenon. Whatever the fucking gay word was. Look. Come November. Let's just put it this way. Come November, there will no longer be a Detour Ahead sign behind me.
Oh. Oh, there's gonna be a certain perhaps sign or
get a
flag
Harris
or
Walls.
something.
I'm gonna get a Harris Walls banner.
Oh, that's the opposite of what I was assuming.
Just because
you
it's
were gonna
funny.
say.
Just because it'd be funny to
Oh,
put
get a Harrison
just
Harrison Walls banner. Get a Harrison Walls banner and put the Sonichu on it so you curse Harrison Walls.
Look, the Sonichu's been very, very tame these past few weeks.
Because Detour Ahead is containing its power, but if we put it on the Harris Walls poster,
If I
think
take it
it'll be
off,
rough
I've
enough.
realized that if I take it off of the Detour Ahead sign, bad things happen.
Yeah,
Bad
the Detour
things
Ahead
didn't
sign
happen
contains
when
its
I
power.
first got it, and I had it on the sign. I took it off the sign. I lost my job, lost my power, lost my AC. You and I started fighting back and forth every single week. I put it back on the sign. We're not fighting.
There you
We're
go.
having a great episode. I'm excited to be here. No.
This episode literally reassured me because, like, yeah, we've had. I guess the Sonichu was at work. We've been fucking like fighting back and forth.
We've literally
every
been
week.
at each other's throats for 2 full episodes.
I literally, like, earlier today, I'm like, I don't want to do Detour Ahead today. Like, is it even gonna be good? But this one was a banger.
Because we're working together. That's the thing. This is our show, not my show or your show. I think it's the fact that we took a couple weeks off. Or you took I took a week off and then you took 2 weeks off. I think that's what helped us out a little bit.
Perhaps.
Because we haven't had an argument all day.
That's true.
So
Listen, if Joe Biden can put on a Trump hat, what do we have to argue about?
see, right? Anyway. You want to wrap it up?
Sure.
Thank you, everybody, so much for listening to the best podcast that your ears will ever fucking hear. Thank you
That's
to all the
right.
new viewers from MatsuriCon. I'm glad you guys are back listening to another episode. If you are,
Did you get some MasuriCon views from the?
maybe not
the-
view. I don't want to say views because I'm not sure how this podcast is done since then, but I gained 12 subscribers out of the 400 business cards I gave out.
You could have just kept going. You didn't have to stop.
I got distracted. So the general rule for I explained this last week, but you weren't here. The general rule for public advertising is 1 yes for every 100 no's. So 1 in every 100 people will say yes to whatever you're advertising. Don't turn your camera off, please.
I didn't mean to. I forgot that that's not what I did.
You fuck. So you get that, right? Oh,
Yes.
kitty.
Hi, Whitey.
But you understand that, right? For every 100 no's, you get 1 yes. So 1 out of every 100 people will say yes, right?
Yeah.
I got 12 out of 400. What's the math on that? Real quick.
Did Alex win or did Alex lose at advertising?
Well, no, I won based off the 1 in every 100. I gave out 400. I got 12. I got 3 times as many as expected. That's a 33% increase. But yeah, I got 12 new subscribers because of that. So that's definitely going to be a thing I do almost every time I have a convention. And I didn't even do it for the entire convention because obviously I had to work. But like Saturday, I spent a good solid like 4 hours standing right outside the dealer's hall with a sign that said free Pokemon cards. And that's it. I didn't bother anybody. I became a local legend or like a weekend legend because when I went on to shift at the tabletop room, I was still wearing the Ash cosplay, and they're like, "Are you the Ash with the Pokemon cards?" And I'm like, "Yeah, how'd you hear about me?" They're like, there so many people are talking about you. I literally had the people who like their job is to work at the convention center search me out and be like, "We heard you have free Pokemon cards." And I'm like, "Yeah, I do." So it was really cool. I had a lot of fun.
Vito, do you have any closing words for the audience? I don't think he does. I think
Anyway.
he's leaving.
Thank you everybody so much for listening to Detour Ahead. If you want to go check me out, you can. I have a YouTube channel called Colochu, COLOCHU. You can check out more Detour Ahead content on my TikTok, Colochu at Colochu54. And all of that can be found on my Linktree, linktr.ee/COLOCHU.
Stop playing in the trash. Stop. Stop doing that. Whitey, wave goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye,
This is where
everybody.
you can check Riely out. Riely does a whole bunch of.
/Riely Cinematic Universe.
I was gonna hype you up a little bit, but
Whitey, here to tell you.
linktr.ee/Riely Cinematic Universe. REILY RIELY Cinematic Universe.
Stop Riley talking right now. It's me, Whitey the cat. Go ahead, Whitey. You can go. You're just staring at me in silence.
Are you done?
Yes.
All right. Goodbye, everybody.